What's up, guys? This is my first review video, and I thought I would review Supergirl, the season 2 finale of Supergirl. Now, my reviews are probably going to be different than most people's. Like, I'm probably going to leave out, some stuff, but I'm going to try to get to the things that I consider were the key moments in that, and I'm going to kind of try to add a comedic spin to it. Because the episode itself was way emotional, so I'm going to try to add, some comedic relief to it. So, let's begin. Now, the last episode ended with Superman punching Kara, and now we open with Kara asking Rhea what she did to Superman, and basically, Rhea got some silver kryptonite, which tricks Superman into thinking that Kara is Zod, basically thinking that Superman's fighting his worst enemy. So then, they battle throughout the city, and, casual superhero battle, wreckage here, wreckage there, and it ends up, and the battle ends because Supergirl does a super uppercut, basically knocks Superman out. So then, we get the title code, boom, Supergirl. And then, when we come back, we see Caramel, or Caramel as the young kids say. They're in bed and they're just waking up. And basically Monel asks, "Hey, why you got this necklace?" And then Kara's like, "Well, this necklace was from my mom and she gave it to me right before I blasted off." So then we find out that Kara was dreaming, and she woke up in the Fortress of Solitude, and soon after, Superman did. And she tells Superman that he was affected under silver kryptonite, and he's like, "Oh damn, silver kryptonite, that's a thing?" So then Kara asks Superman if there's any way to defeat the Daxamites, and Superman says, "Well, let's go look at the computer." And while they're looking at the computer, Superman is like, "This would be a lot easier if I had Kelex." And she is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, well, I had to blast him." And Superman's like,
No, it's fine, just... You owe me a new robot.
So then they decide to go back to the DEO and tell everybody, but then Rhea starts to attack, and Supergirl asks Wynn to get her a face-to-face with Rhea. So then Supergirl gets in contact with Rhea and recites the sacred oath of Dakamor, like, "Hey, we fight in single combat before the gods?" And the one girl's like, "Oh damn!"
She spoke the sacred oath.
Ray responds like, "Hey, I accept, but you got 4 hours, and then we battle him." So then, Monel is like, "Hey girl, you crazy? I mean, come on, Kara. I know you Supergirl and everything, but seriously, why you gotta be doing this? Why don't you just have Superman do it?" Because, everyone believes that Superman is, like, the strongest, and maybe on Earth 38, Supergirl is the stronger. I mean, obviously she is. I mean, she did beat Superman, and the show is called Supergirl, so it's like, come on, really? Really? So then Superman chimes in and is like...
She's the champion of Earth.
Then we see John Jones still in a coma. And then, oh shit, Miss Martian returns and says, "John, you gotta get up. We need you. They need you for the big fight." And then, boom, Martian Manhunter wakes up. And then he asks Alex, "Hey, where's Megan?" And Alex like, "Hey, she ain't here. She's still in Mars." Then Lena calls Kara and Clark to L-Corp, and Lena says that they got a device that can help them get rid of the Daxamites, because it was originally made by Lex Luthor to get rid of Superman, where it would emit kryptonites, and basically no Kryptonians could live on Earth. So they're like, "Hey, I can probably modify this into where it would spread lead, and that's extremely dangerous to Daxamites." Then Superman and Supergirl head back to the DEO to tell everybody that they got a device that'll get rid of all the Daxamites. And Wynn's like, "Hey, but what about Mon-El? I mean, is he going to be safe?" Then Superman's like, "Yeah, not really. I mean, he'll probably survive a little bit longer because of our son, but no, not really. He ain't going to survive." And Mon-El's like, "Well, I don't want to be the reason that this planet kind of suffers, so if you guys got to do it, then do it." So then after that, Superman's like, "Hey, is there anything I can help with?" And Supergirl's like, "Well, just spar with me so I can keep sharp." So as they're sparring, Kara's like, oh man, I'm about to have it all. Family, friends, a boyfriend, a job that I like, but I don't know. And then Superman's like, hey, you know, family, friends, that's our secret superpower. So then Superman's like, but guess what? It's time for the duel now. So now we're at the point of the episode where we get to see the much anticipated duel between Kara and Rhea. And Mon-El accompanied Kara and a guard accompanied Rhea to the duel. And they both like, hey, we fight? And Rhea's like, well, if I win, I get Earth. And Kara's like, if you lose, you leave.
For the Earth.
For the Earth.
Kara's starting to get the upper hand, so then all the Daxam ships start to attack all the buildings like around them and everything. And then Kara's like, wait, what? I thought City wasn't gonna do it. And Ray's like, hello, villain, I was losing. No, actually, she said, I'm gonna destroy this town just to rebuild it. And then Kara tells Mon-El,
Be a hero.
and now we go back to the DEO where John tells Superman that we need to help these people out in need. And John says,
El Mayar.
With ore.
then we go back to Kara and Rhea dueling. And after a swift punch, Kara's like, hey, you ready to give up? And then Rhea's like, hey, you know I'm not, but because of your planet, I bleed kryptonite now. Oh, damn! We go back to seeing Lena and Win finish the device. And they're like, hey, the device is finished. And Lena's mom's like, oh, thank God. Now we can activate it. So then she tries to activate it, and she's like, I thought you said this worked. And Lena's like, yeah, it does, but it's only remote activated. And I only gave the remote to Supergirl. So then we go back to the duel, and we see that Rhea is just destroying Supergirl. You know, kind of like how Donald Trump is destroying America. An attack now on Catco, and a guard is trying to take on Superman. And Superman is like, bro, come on, that's Superman. Come on, bro, come on. So then Superman punches the guard through the window inside Catco, and he plummets. You know, probably to his death, but who cares? He's a Daxamite.
Well, at least he tried.
So then we cut back to the duel between Rhea and Supergirl, and Rhea's like, hey yo, I'm gonna destroy your world. Then after that, Supergirl's like, hey, I had enough of yours shit. So then Supergirl super punches Rhea, and she's like, hey, not today, this is my world, it's defended.
Doesn't matter if I live or die. We'll keep coming.
Then Alex tells Kara that all the Daxamite ships have basically locked onto every building. You know, schools, hospitals, nurseries, pretty much everything is going to destroy everything. Now, warning, the last 15 minutes of this episode were, oh my god, very, very emotional. Melissa Benoist was interviewed before the season finale aired and was like, hey yo, I apologize to fans in advance, but you're gonna need some tissues when you watch this. And we find out in the last 15 minutes why exactly you need the tissues. So Kara activates the device, oh damn, and then basically all the Daxamites either dissolve or flee, and Rhea dissolves and dies, but as she's dying, she's like, hey Mon-El, help me, and Mon-El's like, why should I help you? You didn't help Dad. Oh wait, you killed Dad. So then Rhea dies and dissolves. And now Mon-El is starting to feel the effects of the lead. And Kara's like, hey yo, Alex, help me. How long does he have? Just help me. And Alex is like, hey yo, there's nothing I can do. But he probably only got like minutes before he dissolved into dust as well. So then we find them out in a field where there's a ship waiting, and then Mon-El is like, it was totally worth it. And as they're having their very emotional goodbye, keep it together, James, keep it together. You are a grown man. You do not need to be crying about, oh my god, woo, woo, woo. So, sorry, I had to compose myself there. Mon-El is saying that I'm going to be a better person because of you, and I'm going to be the person that you wanted me to be. So then Kara gives Mon-El her necklace and says that you made me so happy and that I loved you and I wish I would have told you that before. So then Mon-El gets inside of the ship and he's holding Kara's necklace to his heart and he blasts off. And Kara is watching Mon-El as he leaves, and it's like,
my emotions! My emotions!
We see Kara back at the DEO looking up at the sky, and then Superman comes to comfort Kara and say, you know, I'm humbled by you. I honestly don't think I could have done that. I mean, I like to think I could have, but I really don't think I could have done that. You're stronger than me emotionally and physically, Kara. And she's like, oh damn, well thank you. And then Superman's like, but you know, I gotta go now. So then Superman flies off, and then Alex comes to try to comfort Kara as well. And Alex is like, you know, you did a good job. You want me to come and stay over for the night, keep you company? And she was like, hey.
It's not like everybody else's world stopped. You don't have to act like it.
So then Alex's girlfriend comes and like, you know, Kara's gonna be strong and everything. Danvers girls, they strong. So then Alex is like, hey, you wanna marry me? And she's like, say what? She's like, no, really, seriously, do you wanna marry me? And she's like, well, I guess. So guess what? Wedding bells next season. Oh shit! Now we're basically at the end of the episode where we see Kara arriving at work at Catco and going into Kat's office and being like, hey yo, I got a boyfriend finally. And Kat's like, say what? And she's like, yeah, but it didn't work out. So then Cat Grant gives this amazing, powerful speech about how awesome Kara is and how she is on
a hero's journey.
They keep on talking and everything, and then suddenly Kara hears trouble and she's like, hey, you know what? I gotta do something. It's Supergirl time.
Go get him, Supergirl.
Get ready to get even sadder, because we see Kara flying around and obviously she said, oh my god, keep it together, James. And then we also see Mon-El flying around in his ship and he still has Kara's networks, and obviously he's sad as well. And they cut back to them being sad, obviously thinking about each other, and then we cut back to Mon-El on the ship and a black hole opens up and he gets sucked into that black hole. Now, people are speculating, and there are rumors that either he's going to be recruited to be the leader of Legion, because we did see the Legion ring, and it is rumored that Mon-El is supposed to get his costume in the 3rd season. So he will be back, thank God. But another possibility is that maybe he got sucked into Earth 1. Maybe we'll see him on Legends or The Flash. I doubt Arrow, but maybe we'll see him on one of those. Or another thing that could have happened, which I doubt this one is going to happen, is that he got sucked into another planet, but it did the reverse. Like, he became all evil and everything, and only Kara is the one who can bring him back to being good. So, after that, we see an epilogue, which it says 35 years ago. And now we see that Clark and Kara weren't the only 2 survivors of Krypton. And we go to this dark, kind of villainous place. I mean, obviously it's a villainous place because they got these dark hoods on and everything. And, you know, it doesn't give out that hero vibe. It gives out the kind of, we're not going to do good intentions vibe. So then they put a baby into the ship of their own, and they kind of like stab their thumb, and then they bleed a little blood onto the baby, and then send the baby off. And one of them is saying, when this baby goes up, it will rain. And TV Line can confirm, I don't know how reliable they are, but they seem pretty reliable. They're verified on Twitter, so you know, that's gotta count for something. But TV Line can confirm that Rain, an original Supergirl villain, which is really awesome, because in Season 1, all they really did was take Superman villains and make them into girls. But they can confirm that Rain will be the Season 3 baddie in Supergirl. Well, thanks for watching this, and I hope you stick around for the entire review. And it was kind of different. I thought it was kind of fun. But check out my other videos, and I plan to do more review videos like this. So thanks and take care.